What up, guys? Your boy Just King Zere. Welcome back to the Just King Zere podcast. And yeah, man, on this video, gonna be talking about Gayton McKenzie and yeah, man, the disappointment that he is, from the guy who was saying Abahambe and really prioritizing South Africans to the guy who's just Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture and busy saying GNU this, GNU that, and not really, pushing forward with his mission and really going hard on what he said and really just being a very big disappointment. So before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel so that the channel can grow. Let's grow this channel. Let's get over 1K. Let's get over 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K. Let's move. I drop a lot of good content. I got a lot of content that I'm still going to drop. So that you don't miss my videos, please subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. So let's get into it. So Gayton McKenzie is someone who showed a lot of promise, and a lot of people voted for him in the elections, and they did not surprisingly, he was a very popular vote amongst everyone, blacks, coloreds, and he represents colors, but right now he's left everybody very disappointed, especially his colored people, so I was not aware that there are people who are I didn't know that a lot of colored people, sorry if I offend anyone, that some of the colored, they feel excluded and not within, to a point where, man, you can just see Gayton McKenzie is like just happy to be there. He's just happy to be within the mix, He's just happy to be amongst, the Ramaphosas, the whoever's, He's just happy to be near the ANC. He's just happy to be amongst the people, to me it's disappointing because when you first come in, you have to be against those people, you have to speak against those people, and that's what he did. Spoke against them. He revealed things about them. He showed a lot about them, he stood on his own as an individual who was doing his own thing, to a point where you saw that this guy does not idolize these people. He's this and this and that. He's a colored with great confidence. He's standing by himself and is a proud South African. That's the energy that I expected from him. Almost like a Julius Malema type of energy, whereby you see this person, yes, he does respect the people, but he's not afraid to speak, to them, to the people. He's not afraid to speak to the people as if they are a normal human being, as they are, But now we're seeing Gayton McKenzie that is acting like a fan. He's acting like a fan. He's acting like someone who's just happy to be there, which to me is very confusing, because I thought this was a confident man. So Gayton McKenzie was all about Abahambe. It was all about the illegal foreigners. It was all about the immigration problem that South Africa is facing. It was all about that. He was really fighting. He was holding rallies. He became very popular because of that. But then the GNU got the man the position to be Minister of Arts and Culture, and they silenced him, so, and he was able to be silenced. They put Leon Schreiber on Home Affairs, which is a position that he was supposed to be having, because he's really focused on that stuff. So to me, even though he's Minister of Finance, Minister of Sports, I love what he did when he revealed who was getting money and this and that. But even though that's the case, that was not the prerequisite or what we expected from him. Yes, he's doing that, that's fine, but I feel like his main mission was about foreigners, so even his party, the PA, Patriotic Alliance, are quiet about foreigners. Yeah, they're saying here and here and here, they're doing some things, they're doing whatever. Shout out to them for doing what, acting on the Chidima case. That was good. But you kind of wish that the PA would continue to create strong pressure and really, really deal with the issues. Because now it seems like it's gonna take time for anything to be done. It's gonna take time for things to be put into action. It's gonna take time for him to go for the needs of the coloreds, go to the needs of whoever. It's gonna take time. Whatever he was saying, whatever he was selling, it's gonna take time. Maybe the guy is not as radical as we thought. He's not as radical as we thought. We thought he was very radical. But you see, let me tell you something. It does not take 3 years, 10 years, whatever, to do something. It doesn't take 5 years and whatever to pull some radical moves, and the reason why people voted for him is because people thought that he was that type of person, a person who is ready to make radical moves. But that's not what we're seeing. That's not what we're seeing. What we're seeing is a man who is out here behaving like a regular politician. He's not behaving like the special guy that we thought he was. He's behaving like a regular politician who's saying a lot of things but not acting, for his people's interest. He's just out there busy talking about blue lights and this and this and that. Now I'm the minister, now I'm what. That's what he's be talking about. That's what he's been talking about. Not really addressing. For me, in parliament, I do not expect him to be speaking about, hey, the GNU, hey, this and that. No, I expect Gayton McKenzie to be talking about the issue. Immigration. He should be bringing it up every chance he gets, even in the sports and whatever. He should be talking about those things every day. Not saying, hey, this is a unity, South Africa, what. It seems like you are just happy to be there. You have forgotten your agenda. Man, you can see someone who's just happy to be there. That's why even in parliament they tell him, this guy is just talking, what is his point? He's just talking about unity, he's just talking about all these things. But what is his point? Do you understand? You need to have an agenda there. You need to have an agenda sharp. You're talking about the unity, it's good. But let's get to business. Let's get to the business. Let's don't be in parliament and be like those guys in parliament where they are making a clownery of themselves, in the parliament, busy arguing there in the parliament. No, you should be coming in with your agenda and why we voted you for you to be there. But he's not doing that, and that's why people are clowning him there in the parliament. So Gayton McKenzie for me right now is a big disappointment. We wished better from him. If he's not careful, he's gonna be swallowed. He's gonna be swallowed by this whole thing, because he's not putting in the work. The most important thing to do is to put in the work. Put in the work, bit by bit, put in the work. And the way as a politician you put in the work is by the use of the mic. When you have that mic on you, when the Madam Speaker tells you to say this and that, to talk, it's your time to talk. You better make sure that every speech, every whatever, is at the highest level. Do you understand? And it's memorable. It's something that people will. That's how you change the game. That's how you actually push your agenda. But the man is busy saying, hey, the GNU. The GNU is a bunch of people. Do you understand? You have to remember you represent the PA, Patriotic Alliance. No matter what, no matter where. You represent the Patriotic Alliance. And you should remember what people brought you there for. People didn't bring you there to praise GNU. No, they brought you there to speak for us and to fast track things in the government and to have that voice. Now you are in the presence of Abu Cyril Ramaphosa. You with them every day. You are in meetings with them for hours on end. You are saying that the GNU has meetings for hours the whole day. So why is it that you can't talk to the president, to the whatever, and really pressure them and do things? You are busy just being happy to be in a long meeting with the DA, the ANC, the EFF. No, not EFF. Is not part of GNU. All those people are part of GNU. You are just glad to be there, and that is a big problem, because that would mean that people voted for the wrong man. They voted for a regular politician. You are just the same as all those politicians you used to. You are just the same as those politicians that you criticize. Because real politicians who are really disgruntled about the state of South Africa wouldn't act the way you're acting. They would do it differently. They would make sure they get straight to the agenda and create change. Because right now people don't have the patience to have a Ramaphosa that says, hey, we're going to build in the next 5 years, whatever, we're going to build 1 million houses in Alex. And then they have the patience to wait for that. No. People will give you 6 months, a year to see. People are no longer patient. People are no longer patient. So anybody you saw with Malema as well, he used to be this guy talking about land expropriation, this, that. And then he changed his tune, and people right now, they don't care about him. You saw what happened to his party. You saw what happened. He used to get like excuse me, let me just fix the lights in here. So he used to get a lot of supporters, but once people realized what he's up to, people stop supporting. People don't want to hear anything now. People are that thing of politicians saying one thing and then, hey, no, we're still doing. People don't want to hear that. So Gayton McKenzie, you'll come out as fast as you came in. I'm sorry. You'll come out as fast as you came in, because you're showing weakness right now. You're showing proper weakness, when we thought that you would be a proper candidate to, even people are even recommending you to be a presidential candidate. People like Abu Rob Hesov and whatever, they're busy saying, you maybe you're pushing a white agenda. Who knows? Maybe that's what you're pushing, because the black agenda is about these illegal foreigners who don't want the illegal foreigners. When it comes to the whites and all that, some of these whites, they want the illegal foreigners here. Do you understand? So it's very, very important. So you fail to deliver, people like me, we've already put you in that place of someone who just talks. Other people who are looking at or scrutinizing is the DA. They talk a good game. We need to see what are the results. Leon Schreiber, we need to see the results. We need to see how radical you are. We need to see, because you guys have criticized the ANC for years. It needs to show that you don't need to make it all happen, but let's see some radicalness. Do something that takes the ANC 10 years to do it in a year. Do something that it has taken ANC 10 years to do in a year. We are gonna take you very seriously if you can do that. That's my message for all these parties that are coming in. That's my message for them. Because if you don't do that, then you are just the same as them. Within a year or two, do things that these guys have been failing to do for a very long time. That's when people can respect you. That's when people can say, this is the party. Then in 2029, that's when people will be like, yeah, they're going to give you a lot of power. You're going to be able to function and do your thing. But if you don't do that, then people might as well just go back to the ANC. Simple. People might just, you're going to find the ANC going back to 60%. You know, that's something that if you guys don't deliver, that's something from 40% to 60%. That's what you're going to see. You know, but if you guys can perform, then it's possible to get the ANC at 20%, 25%. You know, but if not, then we might as well stick with the party that we know. You know, so if you are really trying to be serious, act. So Gayton McKenzie, I haven't heard you speaking about colored communities and all that the way you used to when you were still coming up. I don't hear you. I don't hear anything. All I hear is GNU. What the hell is GNU? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, Mr. Gayton McKenzie, a lot of work still to be done. What else did I want to say? South Africa right now, what you're seeing, everybody's angry. White people are angry. Black people are angry. Colored people are angry. Indian people are angry. Everybody's angry. Everybody is at a breaking point. They are at a boiling point. So, no more lies. Lies are not gonna work. You know, delay tactics, those are not gonna work. You know, so please be honest with the people. Please be honest. Please be real, and the people will reward you for that. You know, people will reward you for being real. If you're not real, people are ready. People are tired of not knowing where to go, what to do, where are we. People are tired of trying to believe in small parties and all these things where we don't know what the structure is like, where we look at one leader and then we put all our hope in it. People put their hope in Gayton McKenzie. Now you see people running away. Now they're putting their hope in Vuyo Zungula, and that's someone who's very unpopular. He's popular, but he's unpopular. Like, just imagine putting your trust in Vuyo Zungula and all that. People put their trust in Herman Mashaba. He's disappointed. Now Gayton McKenzie is disappointed. Now they're saying Zungula. There was that Rise Mzansi guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So all these people, they just deliver. They don't deliver. They just, you know, they come with inspirational messages. They come with, you know, even that guy, Rise Mzansi, Podagat. You know, I don't know where his party ended up. He came in. He was inspiring people. But where did it end up? So people are gonna start to say, nah, it's better we stick with the ANC. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna say, let's stick with the ANC. Let's do ANC things, because you guys are having the opportunity. You're able to get into power. You're in to parliament. You're even able to get into government. You know. But where's the radical action? Where's what you promised? Then you are no different from the ANC. Actually, you are worse from the ANC, because what is it that you've really accomplished? What is it that you have said and you have done? You know. So, yeah, man, a lot of things to consider. I just thought I should do this video. Yeah, man. Anyways, your boy Just King Zere signing out.